Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Buzzell.
All right. Well, good evening. My name is Mark Buzzell, and on behalf of all my great Ford team members in the U.S. and Canada, I would like to welcome all of you to the 2020 Work Truck Show here in Indianapolis. And I'm really glad that you've taken time to come spend a few minutes with us and hear about the Ford story, which we're so excited to share. Before we look at this year, I want to take a look at last year, and it was another great year of sales success at Ford. As a matter of fact, it was our 35th straight year of commercial sales leadership. And on top of that, in spite of greater competition, we managed to outsell our 4 closest competitors combined. But it's not just the great products. I want to thank a lot of great partners. First of all, we've got 3,100 great Ford dealers across the U.S. and 400 across Canada. And of those dealers, about 720 are commercial vehicle center dealers. These are dealers that have made big investments to serve our customers in the commercial business. So big thanks to them. As I look around the display and out in the audience, I know a lot of our great upfitter partners are out here. You're a big part of our success. And then last but certainly not least, we want to thank our great customers. So it was a great year. And part of this great success was driven by a tremendous year with vans. It was the 41st straight year that we continued as the van sales leaders. Now, we've all seen package delivery and the rise of online retailing, and because of this and last mile delivery, Transit had its best year ever and was the best-selling van in the world. And, not to be forgotten, Transit Connect, which competes in the small van segment, still dominated with about 50% market share. Turning our attention to trucks, the bread and butter at Ford Motor Company, F-Series continued with 38 years as being the best-selling vehicle in the U.S. and 43 years as the best-selling truck in the United States. And with the launch of our new Ranger last year, we sold just under 1 million pickup trucks last year, and we're the pickup truck sales leaders across the country. While we're very proud of all these numbers, I have to tell you, what gets all of us really excited is looking towards the future. And with that, we're in the midst of the biggest product investment in Ford Motor Company's history around commercial vehicles. And that's really exciting. Last year on this stage, I had the opportunity to walk into this job, come to my first work truck show, and introduce 6 all-new or refreshed commercial products, which are all on sale this 20 calendar year. And the year before that, in this very same room, we launched the Transit Connect, which had great sales success last year. We're really proud to continue to be the only OEM that offer vehicles in classes 1 through 7. We do this because we listen to our customers and we want to ensure that they have the right vehicle for the right job. That's the driving force behind why we're coming out with the new F600, the newest in our F-Series lineup. The F600 Super Duty chassis cab order banks are now open, and this is a truck that's going to give you Class 6 capability with that familiar, comfortable Super Duty Class 5 package. So we began production last month on our 21 model years. It's also a really big year, and we're very excited that just a few hours ago, a member of our team accepted the Medium Truck Award for the year, Truck of the Year from Work Truck Magazine. So I want to thank all the Ford team, all the folks back in Dearborn that really spent time with our customers and did everything to bring this great truck to market. So, continuing with that momentum, we have an all-new 7.3-liter V8 engine this year on our Super Duty, Medium Duty, Series and our F350 and F59 chassis cab. And with that, we're going to offer a gaseous fuel prep package for those customers that want to burn cleaner fuels like propane and CNG. So real nice addition to the lineup. And with our medium trucks, we're the only OEM that continues to offer customers a choice of gas or diesel. So more great news coming on our medium trucks. We are going to have the gas powertrain with the stopping power of air brakes, which is something I know when I came to our show last year, people kept asking, when are you going to have the air brakes on the gas? So had to keep it a secret last year, but it's going to be in the market this year. So we're really, really excited about that. And with the 2020 Transit that we announced last year that's now in the marketplace, really excited to see the big acceptance that we've had on the all-new all-wheel drive. We have a whole host of standard driver assist technology, including emergency automatic braking, new available powertrains, including a diesel that will be available by the end of this calendar year, and then an 11,000-pound GVWR option on Transit. For 21, it's all about listening to our customers and making ergonomic improvements. At Ford Motor Company, we've really embraced human-centered design, really trying to understand, how our drivers can be more effective and make this a better tool for them. So with that, in the 21 model year, we're pleased to announce electronic park braking. So yes, that manual brake on the side that sometimes gets in your way a little bit when you're going from the front of the van to the back, that will be removed. And we've also got other real thoughtful changes, like giving you 8 inches of extra foot room by moving the automatic shifter. So really good thoughts behind that. So a lot of great things for our products, but it's also about providing smart solutions and connected services. And we're really excited about this. Beginning in the 20 model year, every Ford Motor Company vehicle will have a standard modem. And this is going to open up a whole new world for fleets. As a matter of fact, with the all-new Police Interceptor vehicle we launched last year with a standard hybrid engine, we're already seeing our law enforcement partners use our Ford Data Services and our Ford Telematics so that they can see real-time fuel savings and really get the tools and the analysis they need to lower their total cost of ownership. Fleet managers are going to move from being tactical to more strategic, and the tools that we provide through the connected vehicles and through Ford Commercial Services is really going to make this happen. So, a lot of great things happening at Ford, a lot of really great success. But I think one of the things that we're most excited about is our more than $11.5 billion investment in electrification. So with that, to bring a big charge to tonight's presentation, I'd like to introduce the Global Director of Electrification for Ford Motor Company, my friend, Ted Cannis.
All right, Mark. Everybody, thanks so much. Really proud to be here at the Work Truck Show, representing the efforts of a lot of people at Ford in a really exciting time. So let's get to it. So first of all, we've been in the electrification business a long time. Many of you might remember our Escape Hybrid here that was a taxis in New York back from 2005. Since 2009, we've sold over 674,000 hybrid electric vehicles in this country. That makes us the #1 sales in commercial vehicles in electrification, and that is a great place to start. So with that background, where do we go from here? We've got a lot planned, and we want to lay out this strategy for you because if it's electric, they're all zero emissions if it's full electric. So just being at zero emissions is not enough. What is the Ford difference? That's what we hope you see today. So let me tell you a bit about our strategy. What is our foundation for success in the battery electric space? First of all, we are playing to our strengths, the things that brought us to the party: pickups, vans, performance vehicles, utilities. This is what we know best. This is where our loyal customers are, and this is where we really can make great vehicles for our customers. We're going to build on our iconic brands: Mustang, F-150. And it's not enough just to do that. We've got to amplify attributes and give new capabilities customers have never had before. We want to give them more with electric. Just electric is not enough. It's just not enough to put in a battery. We're going to leverage scale. We're sharing motors and battery components to get the most amount of scale to make it a strong business for us and for our customers. And new technologies. How do we eke out every single amp out of that vehicle? Maximizing our aero, our weight, our heating, our solutions, so every single amp goes back to the customer for their usage. This requires end-to-end change in the company, total business model innovation. We have to look at every part of the business, how we design the vehicle, our services, our dealer support, our customer support, and of course the charging ecosystem, all wrapped up with a software bow. Software and data to help all our customers, retail and commercial, move forward. So let me tell you what we're doing about that. Recently in November, we announced our new Mustang Mach-E, and I have to say it was pretty exciting, and we're taking reservations. And this is really showing the time is now. There's been a lot of talk for a lot of years, but let me tell you what makes this product different. First of all, it's exhilarating. 0 to 60 in about 3 mid-seconds or so, 3.5. That means as fast as a Ferrari Portofino in the Mustang GT for about $60,000 with a $7,500 federal tax credit, orders standing by. It is going to be fun. It goes up to 300-mile range. This is something that's easy. The software starts to learn to you, adapt to you, because people who are putting electrification, these are new early adopters, like the guy who got the new HCDD, the one who did the Nest, who did the first to do the Sonos. You're on the front end, and they are expecting the kind of connected life they have. But we're also making it hassle-free. 300 miles range on the longest version. We have capabilities of a charging system, which I'll tell you more about, and software solutions for all our customers. So how do we take that knowledge if we're going to be all in on the Mustang brand, one of the crown jewels of the Ford Motor Company? Well, then what are we going to do for the big business? The big business is Ford is the backbone of our country. The people doing the real work are doing it with Ford vehicles. This is the nature of the business because we really work with working people. And that is how we're going to do it with the vans and the pickups, and I want to tell you how we're going to make that strategy. And it's not just the products that are so much the backbone of the company, but it's our dealer network and that sales and service support. This is the other guys who come up with a new electric vehicle and it might be good, but they don't have the service and sales support that you need for the parts that you need to keep uptime all the time. Because if you're a commercial customer and this is your life, you cannot be down. You can't just, let's risk it. This is the backbone of the business and one of the reasons we will clobber the competition, I must say. The next one I want to talk about, let's talk about this F-150. A couple of years ago, we announced that we're going to have an F-150 hybrid. And you've heard hybrids in the past. Some of you might have had a Prius or something. I hope not. But if you had, it might have been a little sluggish. This can't be a compromised product. It will not be a compromised product. It will be an and product. Great fuel efficiency, great torque, and new capabilities never had before, like an onboard generator to power up the work site. These are going to be interesting products. I want to tell you a bit more about this stunt we did with our F-150 full battery electric product that we did earlier, this prototype, in last summer. First, you might know, well, why did we do it? Just an interesting stunt? No. We had gone out and do a survey of about 1,000 people in the US, 1,000 in Europe, and 1,000 in China, asking them how do they feel about battery electric vehicles. Well, first of all, there's a lot of confusion. People get confused between it's got a battery, the hybrid, it's a plug-in hybrid, it's a full battery electric. Some people say, well, they work in the winter. Other people say, well, they tow. Because a lot of people have impressions from other vehicles. Maybe they drove in a hybrid that was designed for fuel economy. Or maybe they had their 12-volt battery die at the side of the road. Different kind of thing. So part of this process is to really go out and train and help the people just like we did when we came out with the original EcoBoost engines or when we came up with military-grade aluminum. This kind of education of what has to happen, it has to happen with our fleet commercial customers as well. So we're starting early, like now and often. So in this case, we want to prove the towing capability of an F-150 with a full battery electric. And in this episode that we did last year in the summer, when we tried out how we were trying to test how much we could pull, and we ended up pulling over 1 million pounds. These are going to be trucks for real working people. And they expect a built Ford tough truck will do built Ford tough truck things and have those kind of capabilities. And that's what we plan to deliver. So, what next? Well, this is what next. What we're announcing today is the all-new, all-electric Ford Transit. Coming in 22 model year, built in America for U.S. and Canadian customers. This is a very good, exciting thing for many of our commercial customers, and I will tell you why. And we have a lot of excited people working on it, and the prototypes are fantastic. So let me tell you what's going on here and why we're announcing it today. This work truck show is critical for working Americans to get their jobs done in the commercial business that they have. This is the right place to launch a product like this, and we wanted to show it to the right people because this is the kind of statement we're making going forward. As a backbone of the truck company, we're telling you we are electrifying full electric Mustang, F-150, and now the Transit. Now, quick show of hands. How many of you have driven a full battery electric vehicle? Just, I always like to check the numbers. So it looks like about 30% or so. How many have taken one home overnight? Yeah, that's about normal, 3%. This is early days, right? So a lot of us have a skepticism, myself included, when we first got in the battery electric business. But changes have happened. And this is the time, and there are great solutions. And what's different now is the customers are calling us. Hey, I need a battery electric vehicle. I'm investigating, I'm learning. And it takes time to learn about these products and the kind of system that you need to build. So, where are we going from here? Why are the customers asking? They know and have heard that there's lower cost of ownership. The fuel savings are significant. U.S. Department of Energy says it's half or less than the cost of running an internal combustion engine. In some states where the cost of the power is lower, it can be even more than that. So fuel savings are definitely a part of the equation, and that constant uptime that you can get in a battery electric vehicle. You have low maintenance, there's less parts, there's no oil changes, there's no transmission fluid changes, and obviously there's no gas stations. A lot of that work can be done at home, so you can operate in a longer on your schedule, which means a better business for your business. And it's not just that. We have an all-electric can go anywhere. So there are cities with noise restrictions, no problem. You can go inside buildings, like today. We can drive the electric vehicles anywhere we want, or where there's other constrained environments. There are new applications and use cases that we've never had before, and our customers know that, and they're calling for these. Let me tell you what else they're looking at. They're looking at corporate sustainability initiatives. These are just three that we have from different customers are. One, 25% reduction in CO2 emissions by 2025 is their company task. Another one is to be carbon neutral by 2035. And yet another, zero emissions by 2050. We are seeing this around the globe. Customers are looking to solve it because it's great for business, better cost of ownership, and because they're trying to commit for their business, their corporate initiatives. But it's not because just they're good corporate citizens. Their customers are looking for them to solve the problem. 78% of adults globally are looking to have their companies and their activities improve the global climate solutions. And so you're seeing that, and you're seeing that ripple through the whole system. There is tremendous demand for change, and they want the companies that they work with. And that could include delivery companies delivering their package to their door, and all the other services that they're seeing in their environment, which is why we see so much demand in that space. It's an incredibly exciting time for us to have this product. And part of the Ford solution, the answer that we bring to the customers, for our customers in the commercial business, is total system solution. So first of all, we're going to bring them the largest charging network in North America with over 12,500 charging stations. We have our 3,000 dealers, and we will provide that maximum uptime of service and parts to make sure they continue to operate. And what else we have? We have not compromised on any of the product. The battery goes below the vehicle, protected so that you can do the cargo and payload that you would expect from a Ford tough truck. And more than that, we're going to have the connected services that Mark talked about, because electric vehicles, like your phone, are working on the digital world. And the customers that we work with today are expecting software solutions to run their business better. They want to maximize every possible opportunity with that business and minimize the downtimes. And Ford's connected solutions can make that happen. And probably the most important, which the competition absolutely cannot match, is it's the right tool for the job. We are going to offer cargo, cutaways, and chassis cabs, 3 roof heights, and 3 wheelbases, and we will work with all our upfitters to make sure that they have the battery electric needs solved. And nobody else is going to match that like Ford. So what you have is a fantastic service network, a tremendous availability, and the entire lineup that we have available for you. And so what we're going to be working with before we launch the vehicle for the 22 model year is we're going to be working with all our commercial partners to make sure that their solutions are solved and we have the right tool for the right job for the right business. So with that, Mr. Buzzell, would you like to come back up?
So, as you can see, when you work with people like Ted, every Tuesday is Super Tuesday. So, I just want to wrap it up by saying that there's a lot of people with Ted's passion here today in the room. We look forward to talking with you over the next day or so. But there's a lot of passionate people trying to bring our strategy to life that are back in Dearborn. And it starts with a winning product portfolio. And as you can see from all the products we've announced that we have here today, that commercial vehicles are a big bet we're making with our winning product portfolio. As Ted just illustrated, we're going to make a big investment in propulsion choices. So that's going to include gas, hybrid, plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. And really, we've got a really bright future with full battery electric vehicles. We talked about the modem and connected services. Our Ford commercial solutions team is going to bring to light all the data and all the telematics to help fleet managers manage our business in a way that they've never been able to do it tomorrow, making them more efficient, improving total cost of ownership, and going after that 100% uptime goal that we're all working towards. So a lot of great things to talk about. I want to thank my team. I want to thank all the Ford members that are here to support this event. We look forward to spending time with you. Let's have a great work truck show the next couple days, and thanks for spending time with us here at Ford. Have a great night.